Hello and welcome to Martial Art World, America's #1 martial art TV show. I'm Cindy Ming and this is my co-host George Strickland. How you doing today, George?
I'm doing just fine today. We have a hot show.
On this show we have super kickboxing action from Christopher's Supper Club, where John Burke and George Strickland will be at ringside. On The World According to Wallace, martial arts legend and superstar Bill Wallace will give his view on the martial arts. George, what else do we have for the folks at home?
Well, Cindy, we have 7 Star Praying Mantis from Sifu Jon Funk. We'll go to Rhode Island for the Ocean State Grand National Championships. There'll be another round of kickboxing, and there'll be much, much more. So don't touch that dial. The Martial Art World will return in a moment.
The Martial Art World is sponsored in part by Inside Kung Fu and Inside Karate, the finest martial art magazines available anywhere. Look for them today.
Now to Brooklyn, New York for exciting kickboxing action at Christopher's Supper Club. To George Strickland and John Burke at ringside.
Introducing in the blue corner, he weighed in at 159 pounds. His professional record stands at 1 win and no losses. From Woodhaven, New York, welcome please, Robert Hernandez. And in the red corner, he weighed in at 158 pounds. He has an undefeated professional record of 3 wins and no losses. From New Jersey, welcome please, Mike the Sandman Sexton.
One thing I think will be very important in this fight, John, is whoever establishes their power first is going to have a distinct advantage. Sexton has a lot of power, and Hernandez, I'm sure, is aware of that. He has power of his own. So whoever can establish it might set the pattern for this fight. But anything can happen, John.
As usual on the Martial Art World, in a good fight, anything can happen.
Round 1.
Both men about the same size, similar reach.
Yep, both men trading
Both
jabs.
serious fighters. Ooh, some stiff punches and kicks from
Good combination.
Sexton.
Side kicks versus the front kicks. Hernandez with the front
got
kicks.
some serious intentions on those punches too.
Definitely. Saxton throwing the roundhouses. Hernandez throwing the straight up jabs right. Oh,
Sexton,
right into a hook
Sexton
and a
just
right.
put a nice punch in there.
Definitely, Sexton.
And Hernandez just got a good kick up there.
Oh yeah, well Hernandez is keeping him honest. He's keeping him honest.
He's trying to stay loose.
Watch the heads inside. Good left hook.
Hernandez used to fighting all the way down to the ground.
Right.
He got to stop himself from throwing a technique.
Good hand combinations.
Well, I'm telling you, Hernandez must have put about half a dozen punches in there.
Most definitely. Saxton, though, both men got their chins up, so if someone gets tagged directly, it's being expressed to the floor.
Toe-to-toe fighting so far with these two men.
Totally even.
Now,
Both men.
I've seen Sexton get hit a few good times before. I've never seen Hernandez get hit real good. He did get hit once by another fighter, real good, but he came back to win that one. That wasn't enough. He's got a...
The crisper puncher has not been established at this point. Both men are trading off. Good block. Ooh, Saxton went for the Sandman Delight. That spinning back fist, but it didn't work. Hernandez tried it. A little less steam. Pretty even round, John.
Okay, here we go for round 2.
We'll see what
Mike
strategy
Sexton with the yellow stripe, Robert Hernandez with the black pants.
We'll see what strategy Sexton's corner told him to come out with against Hernandez. Hernandez is staying to the same attack. Straightforward attack. Not the best technique against Sexton. Good roundhouse to the ribs. Good roundhouse again. Ran into a right hand, overhand right. Looking for punching room, Sexton. At this point now, Sexton is advancing. Throwing punishing body blows. No holding allowed. These men are trying to figure out where they want to go. Good spinning.
Trading punches, both of them trading punches. Hernandez and Sexton, both taking punches to the chin.
Sexton threw a nice spinning crescent kick,
Just
which
off
did get
the
in
mark.
there. Just off the mark.
Look good.
It did. But Hernandez took that step back. Ooh, these men are winging. These men are winging each other.
Both men have narrowly missed disaster a couple times.
Yeah, those were expressions to the canvas. Both men trade overhand rights.
They're both stand-up fighters, George.
Yes, indeed.
With these two guys, it's just a matter of time before something connects, you know.
I think you're absolutely right. Somebody's going to go down if those chins stay up like that.
Well, there wasn't Hernandez there in that round, and neither was it Mike Sexton. They're both tough fighters coming back for the next round of kickboxing action. Well, here we go.
All right, round 3. We'll see who's coming out with what.
Ooh.
Sexton's throwing a lot, but he's missing a lot.
Coming out with a lot of kicks and a yellow stripe down the side of his black pants. Hernandez, all black pants, white boots. And both these fellows would like to win. I know Hernandez would like to win real bad. And I doubt if Sexton would not like to win just as bad. But there's a kick to the midsection from Sexton, followed up by a right hand. Hernandez moving in with a little undercut there. Whoa.
Good combination inside by Sexton on Hernandez. Hernandez gave him a right hand. He received a left and a right. It shook him up. Now Sexton's trying to advance on the ropes, but Hernandez moves to the middle.
Dancing out of that, dancing out of the way of that stuff. He better keep his hands up.
Hernandez going for the
natural technique.
Natural technique.
Just the sweep.
Not allowed.
Especially when the guy's foot is up around your shoulder. Whoa.
Mouthpiece out of Hernandez. But he's still fighting. Good left jab. Hernandez is still there. Staying on top of his man. Staying on. Oh, good right hand. Good right hand. Yeah. Hernandez is coming in. Sexton now is looking to see where he can advance. Good left jab. Going to left hook.
Hernandez better wake up. He's going to make it through that exchange, and he did.
Sexton is taking his time with short, crisp punches, lefts and rights. Good roundhouse, but he got hurt with a right hand when he threw that roundhouse by Hernandez.
Hernandez is hitting back, and Sexton is trying to size him up. Hernandez is tired. He's hanging on, and Sexton's trying to push him off and get a good distance. And
another good, tough round.
One more round.
All right, here we are. I think this is the final round. Sexton now looks like he's going to go in and try to take Hernandez out. Hernandez has to mount an offense this round to win. Sexton has to be careful because
into that one too.
You never know. Oh, good overhand right off the ropes. Hernandez is holding on. He's cut.
Hernandez is hurt.
Cut under the nose.
Hernandez
taking punishment. Taking punishment. But he's hanging in there. Sexton has not been able to close him out, but he's close.
Stop the fight. Doctor wants to stop the fight.
He's giving him standing 8. He's going to talk to him to see if he wants to fight. He's looking in his eyes. He says he wants to fight, but the fight is called off. Sexton with a knockout win. Vicious overhand right as he looks at the camera and says he wants a belt. Well, Mr. Sexton, that's up to you. Keep fighting the way you fight, and you will be wearing a belt.
There aren't many people who have much to say about martial arts that we would listen to. Bill Wallace is an exception. Let's hear what Mr. Wallace has to say.
What about that thing in Las Vegas? Did you see that? I mean,
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I was there. Bainey and I were supposed to do an exhibition, and you know, they screwed around with the different presentations and so forth. I mean, here you have a kickboxing event, and you got 2 or 3 guys up there doing forms. Forms have nothing to do with kickboxing. Then you have some Kempo guys come up there, and they start doing all these self-defense forms. Self-defense has nothing to do with kickboxing. Then you have some other guys that do all this breaking, different ice and so forth. What's that got to do with kickboxing? And then by the time it comes around to the actual fights, they have time for 3 fights. They don't even have time for the Maurice Smith fight.
Yeah, they didn't have time for that final fight.
No, not. And you paid money for this.
I paid for that thing at home.
Yeah. And what next time it comes up, what are you going to say? I'm not going to see that. I'll just wait till it comes out on tape.
And I'm a martial arts guy.
That's right.
Even, you know, I couldn't believe it. I was surprised. And
See,
it really went off poorly.
Well, what happened is just because we're martial artists, just because we know how to punch, we know how to fight, we know how to kick, we know how to defend ourselves, for some reason we think we know how to put on an event too. You know, look at how many karate people put on karate tournaments, and they last till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's what we think people want to see. They want to see all these exhibitions. After you've been at a tournament all day long, the last thing in the world you want to see is 2 green belts fighting for a grand champion at finals at night, right? So you have it to where it lasts 2 hours. You know, you have your final start at 8 o'clock, it's over at 10 o'clock. You have a couple exhibitions, you know, like the grand champion guys doing forms, then you have little bitty stinkers doing forms, then you have the little bitty kids fighting, then you have the adults fight, the grand championship black belts fight, you have the women fight. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a demonstration here that takes 3 minutes. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. And you're out of there by 10 o'clock. It's just that, you know, we are unprofessional about the things. I go to the events and I said, why is it taking 15 minutes from this fight to the next fight? Now, I can understand that in professional boxing because you have a world championship fight here, then you have to get the news media to get all this stuff out, but not in karate. You know, and you can see them, well, what's next? Okay, no, we don't want to have that yet. Let's have the girls. Are the girls ready yet? Go get the girls ready, and then we'll have the girls come out and then they'll introduce the girls, and it's another 3 minutes before the girls make it there because they didn't know they were supposed to fight then.
Now, is this why we haven't seen the Bill Wallace National? Or the
No,
Bill Wallace
you're not going
Open?
to see Bill Wallace National because Bill's fought in too many tournaments to put one on. It's too much work.
You
It's,
know,
it's a lot of work.
Someone said to me, it's after the first 100. After the first 100, you stop counting.
Oh, it's.
How many
I mean,
tournaments have you been to?
Oh, have I been to?
Give me I mean, I know it's tough.
I
but-
started competing in 1967. And in 1967, since 1967, I would imagine probably got to be 700 or 800. I mean,
I think that's a modest number because, you know, when you really look at it, you think about how many you hit in a year since 1967.
Oh, yeah.
You know, my goodness.
Well, the thing of it is, though, the ironic aspect of it is they haven't gotten any better.
A lot of them haven't. Some of them have, though. I got to hand it to a few
Now,
promoters.
I'm not saying about the competitors. Yes, the competitors have gotten better, but the tournaments themselves are slow. I mean, you go to a tournament all day long, and it's all day. I mean, it's a long day. Starts at 8 o'clock in the morning through about 12 or 1 o'clock at night. By the time the black belts fight, there's nobody there watching anyway.
Have you ever seen a praying mantis? The Chinese martial arts system of the praying mantis includes interesting blocks, and the moves of the pincers. One of the leading martial artists in this system, Jon Funk, was here in New York to give us an insight into this system. And now to Sifu Jon Funk of the Praying Mantis Kung Fu System.
Hi, my name is John Burke, and I'm here for the martial art world with Sifu Jon Funk. Sifu, you've been working on a series of martial art videotapes here in New York, and I wonder if you could tell us about those tapes and a little bit about the style that you practice and teach and have been studying for all these many years.
Well, I'd be glad to, John, and thank you very much for inviting me on your show. I appreciate that very much.
Pleasure.
The tapes that you just mentioned, there's a series of 3 tapes that are coming out very shortly, which will be available in all of the major martial arts magazines, Inside Kung Fu, Black Belt, etc. These are a series of 3 tapes with 2 forms on each tape, 1 weapon set and 1 empty hand set. And what's unique about this series is that they go from the novice level in the first tape to intermediate level in the second tape and the third tape advanced level. And in each tape I fully describe and outline the application of each movement in each set. So even if a person doesn't want to learn the set, they can take apart the pieces and take a look at the principles and techniques behind them. Or if somebody's interested in a weapon set, or they want to get a little comparison with what they do now, see how it looks, they can certainly do that because in each, and as I said, in the hand stuff and in the weapon stuff, I've completely described all of the essentials and some of the secret techniques that are involved.
And this is pure 7-star Praying Mantis.
That's correct, which dates back some 350 years. It was founded by a gentleman named Wang Long in northern China. He was essentially a freedom fighter. The Manchurians took over China, and he and his Chinese colleagues didn't like this, so he just entered the Shaolin Temple to become a rebel in the cause. And in the meantime, discovered this great art. And I say discovered because he watched the praying mantis attacking and subduing a cicada one day, and he really liked the principles that the insect used. Now, he synthesized those principles into human terms and used those, and we call them the 12 character principles of praying mantis, and used those to create a style. He amalgamated 17 other styles or aspects of other styles, along with the footwork of the monkey, and when we say that, it's very quick and agile and very efficient footwork. He put that together in a system, and it's been passed down from generation to generation, and the most recent generation that people can identify with is a gentleman named Lo Konyuk, who was in the Jingmu Athletic Association in 1919.
We have a picture here in one of these books.
Yes, we do. Actually, it's in this book here. This is a book that was published with photographs of this teacher. His name is Lo Konyuk Sifu, and he's performing here in this book movements from the form bungbo, which means crushing step. And actually, this is one of the forms I have on the tape, on the first tape. Now, this gentleman, Lo Konyuk Sifu, had taught another very famous instructor who unfortunately passed away in the early 70s. His name was Wong Hanfan Sifu. And he was known in Hong Kong as the Mantis King. He was the #1 boy there. He also taught for the Jingmu Athletic Association for a while, but then he created his own. And he taught a gentleman whose Chinese name is Cheng Long Chen Sifu, or in North America is commonly known as Al Chang. And that was my teacher. I met my teacher in the 70s, and I was very fortunate to be taken in as one of the 5 closed-door disciples that he taught the system to. And after that was finished, I had an opportunity to go to the Orient and study 7-Star Praying Mantis there as well. So I've had a pretty enjoyable experience learning the style, and now I teach in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where I'm from, on the west coast of Canada. And I also travel and do seminars for people in various parts of the United States and Canada. And I'm very happy to have published a number of articles on 7-Star Praying Mantis in Inside Kung Fu. In January of 1986, I was on the cover of Inside Kung Fu with a story that I wrote. And coming up in July issue of Karate Kung Fu Illustrated, they further put me on the cover. And we dealt with a little bit of self-defense kind of material as well. So,
Well, it was a pleasure to talk to you about Kung Fu, and I hope we'll see you again here in New York or in other places in the future. I want to thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me on the show, John.
A pleasure.
Don Rodriguez hosts one of the premier martial arts tournaments in the United States. Let's go to the Ocean State Grand Nationals to Rick Pacetta and John Burke.
Well, John, this should prove very interesting. This is Kempo style of karate, and very much known for its self-defense application in their form. So we have Michael Burton here. He's going to do he's going to enter the competition with a self-defense performance, and as you can see, he has 4 opponents there with various weapons, and they'll be coming at him from different angles, and he's going to use the techniques from this system to music to demonstrate some practical applications of his form of karate, Kempo karate.
Patch on that young man's jacket. Nick Serio's Kempo Karate from Rhode Island.
Excellent performance of Kempo Karate by Michael Burton, winner of the self-defense creative
Scores
division.
are 997, 997, 998, 996, 996, 997, and 998.
Here comes David Collins from John Paul Mitchell Karate Team doing another bow staff form. One of the big winners here today, and see what he can do here in this competition tonight.
By David Collins of the John Paul Mitchell team.
Excellent.
9.98, 9.98, 9.99, 9.98, 9.97, 9.98, and 9.97 for David Collins.
Okay, John Burke here with Rick Becerra at Showtime in Rhode Island at the Ocean State Grands. Rocky Point Park. Carla Forkname here from Boston, Massachusetts, going to do a Taekwondo form to music for us, Rick.
Yes, of course, John, Taekwondo is known for its spectacular kicking techniques, and of course, this being an open division, this is a form which is going to be performed to music. This young lady, a very strong competitor. some very clean basic techniques in this form, John.
996, 997, 997, 996, 995, 996, and 996.
Rick, unofficially, I still have David Collins in the lead.
We saw Michelle fight earlier in the sparring division.
Well, we've seen her fight earlier in this tournament. She's an excellent competitor. We've seen her before, and here she is with the bow staff from Long Island, New York. Here she is, Michelle Arango. Musical bow staff. Oh, and it is musical.
John, here's a young lady who gives her all, and you could see it very much in that bow staff form. She really wants this. She put her whole heart and soul into that form.
And the scores.
She gives every inch.
998, 997, 998, 998, 998, 997, and 998.
Well, John, we have the runoff now. There was a tie between David Collins and Michelle Arango in this Grand Championship runoff for Open Forms Division.
He put some intensity in that one, Cheon.
Without a doubt, John. Unless Michelle Arango comes back with equal intensity, this may just be the deciding factor in this Grand Championship runoff.
She's coming back with equal intensity. The question is, can she do it?
And the scores are 998, 998, 999, 998, 998, 998, and 998. Now,
well, we're dropping the high and low scores. We have 998s across the board.
may not have the music, Rick, but she's got the intensity. The question is, has she got the points? We'll see in a minute.
John, this is going to be a hard one to call. I would say, in my opinion, your performance is certainly on par, without a doubt. Of course, we are missing that emotional element of that music, which does add a certain flavor to the performance.
Some people would say the music occasionally colors the performance, and you're not able to hear all the action, but we're going to see what happens here.
See what the judges say.
At the scores, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 8, and 9, 9, 7. And the results of the 1992 Ocean State Grand National Creative Forms winner is Mr. David Collins.
You picked it, Rick. Was tough, but thank you, and thank those competitors.
Boy, quite a close call there. I wouldn't have had to make the decision between the two, the distinction between the two, John. Both competitors equally intense, with an equally high level of skill going into this last performance.
We'll be back. Rick Becerra and John Burke.
And now to the heart of Brooklyn with George Strickland and John Burke at Christopher's Supper Club for exciting kickboxing action.
This bout features two fighters in their amateur debut. Introducing in the blue corner, he is 24 years old, weighed in at 230 pounds. From New Jersey, welcome please, Alberto Zacchino. And in the red corner, he is 23 years old. He weighed in at 220 pounds. From Queens, New York, welcome please, Roberto
Beltran. Fighting here tonight. I say big, I mean over the 200 pounds. Way over. I understand, Mr. Beltran. The red corner, the gentleman without the headgear, has been a weightlifter. Dropped some weight to fight in his weight class. Trained by a combination of Fred Corritone, Dennis Murphy, and Lauren Dolby, who we've seen fight on the martial art world in the past. The other fighter, Alberto Zacchino, trained out of the Fujiao Pai Kung Fu system under two trainers, world champion, previous world champion Paul Vizio. Well, these fellas are feeling each other out here. Couple kicks, couple punches, but looks like they're sizing each other up. Good right hand. Zacchino in the black. Whoa, overhand right. Zacchino in the black helmet and Beltran in the black with the red trim.
Both men are looking like they're going to get their kicks in, but those are some heavy hands being thrown.
Right on the side of the head of Beltran. I'm sorry, right on the side of the head of Zacchino.
Exactly. He was looping in a left hook, and he got hit with a right hand. A little bit of movement on the part of both men. A little bit of movement, a little bit of angle changing, which is very important.
He don't know how punch. It's already weak, Bobby. Move around.
Beltran is moving.
Yeah, Bobby.
Okay, he's going to continue to circle, but he's circling into the power of Zacchino. Not zucchini, Zacchino. That's one of the most dangerous things you can do. And I'm sure as he progresses, he'll go to the, oh, good overhand right on the ropes.
Fighting him right on those ropes.
Yeah, these ropes don't bounce you off. They keep you right there.
Well, he's got Beltran.
Alberto is winging.
Well,
and Beltran is down. A series of right overhand rights. Yes, a series of overhand rights, and the referee wisely calls it off because he was not ready to continue.
The winner by a TKO at 1 minute and 58 seconds of the first round, Alberto Zacchino.
Very, very happy Fujao Pai Kickboxing Alberto Zacchino right here.
Cindy, we had the pleasure to go to Master Little John Davis's belt promotion test.
No kidding.
And one of the demos that was done there was done by Christopher Columbo. Let's see that demo.
Great.
Yeah!